What we're doing today, I think a lot of people are gonna love. Probably even more people are not gonna like it. And I'm sure some people are gonna just straight out hate it. We are doing Underglow on the FRS to get this video started out with a bang. One of the sponsors for the channel, Lit Lights, sent over an Underglow kit. The kit they sent me is an older version of the kit, I believe. The kit they sell these days is a more updated version, but being that this car is so low to the ground, it's on a ride, they were worried that when I air out, the Underglow was gonna hit the ground and crack it. If you go on their website, which will be linked down below, you will be getting the updated kit. Just remember that, guys. Still gonna work just as good, if not better, just a little bit different. I've never really been a huge fan of Underglow in the past, to be honest, but I figured for this car, for this FRS, it is strictly pretty much a show car as of right now. That may change in the future. And the cool thing with Underglow, you can turn it off, you can turn it back on. Obviously 99% of the time I'll have it off, but at shows and for maybe for some photo shoots and whatnot, we will be running the Underglow. It is an RGB kit. We can pretty much change it to any color in the world. Let's go ahead and open it up and see what is inside the box. So this all looks very, very simple. Just like any other LED kit that Lit Light sends over, they make it all pretty dang simple to install. So we have a controller, or I don't know what you call it, I guess like a power box. This here would be the Bluetooth controller that's already plugged into that wire there. Now these 4 wires right here are gonna go to these 4 wires, which then go to the actual Underglow itself. This right here is a front and rear kit. These are the side kits. So there's 2 in there, 2 in there. Makes sense, right? Black wire goes to a ground, red wire goes to positive. Here we have all the mounts for the Underglow, and then the screws are going to go through the center of the mounts. As you can see, there's a hole right there. So getting it wired is all very simple to do. The only thing I'm concerned with is where the hell are we going to mount the Underglow itself. To be completely honest, I didn't even know this came with a front and rear kit. I was planning on doing just the sides, but being that I have the front and rear kit, I might as well throw those on at the same time as well. If I don't like them, I can unplug them, but I'm pretty sure all 4 sides and the front and rear are gonna look pretty sick. So for the fronts, I'm thinking about mounting them right behind this little lip right here. This is the outside of the car. That's a little lip that I jack up on. I don't want to mount them on that lip because I jack up on it and obviously it'd destroy it. But if I mount them right behind, screw them right to the floorboard right here, we should be good to go. The only thing I'm concerned with, guys, is I hope if I screw them through, that it's not going to pop through the other side into like my carpet and whatnot. I do have my skirt screwed on, and that's never been a big deal, but I'm really hoping if I screw through right here, it's not gonna pop through my carpet. So I open the door and I'm feeling on the other side. It feels like it is about right here. So I think we should be completely fine mounting the side Underglow right behind this lip. Let's give it a shot. So it said this here was the front and rear kit. This is side to side. I'm guessing the sides are gonna be longer than the front. I think that's gonna be the only difference. Let's grab one of them, see what we can do. All right, we got 3 little clamps on, screwed on the side. We have a total of 10 of these, so what I'm gonna do is 3 on the sides and 2 on the front and back. Next up, I'm just gonna take the double side tape off of the Underglow, throw it up on there, and we can figure out the wiring later. I'm gonna have the wiring toward the front, of course, because we have to connect everything to the battery. All right, we got these sides all finished up, nice and simple there. Next thing we're gonna move on to is trying to figure out where we're gonna mount the rears at. So I have this green like chassis brace right here, and it's pretty dang long. I'm gonna see if that'll work. It'd be really nice to mount it to a flat surface like that, and I think that might work out perfectly. So that didn't really work out. What we're gonna be doing is going from this frame rail right here all the way over to the other side, and everything will line up perfectly. So it's gonna mount right under this exhaust. I know it's a pain in the ass for you guys to see this right now, but yeah, I'll kind of try to show you guys it when it's all finished up. All right, the rear was super easy to find a place to mount it to. Let's try to grab the front, and then we can get all the wiring done, turn it on, make sure everything works. I am definitely gonna end this video tonight though when it is dark outside, so we can pull it down to the road, air the car out, and freaking turn on the underglow, see how sick it actually looks. The front should be very easy as well. I'm just gonna run it right on the bottom side of this bumper. There's a nice little lip right here to screw it to. Very simple to do, and it'll be high enough to where when I air out, I'm not gonna squish it. Well guys, we are all finished up with getting the underglow on the car. Next thing to do is wire everything up. The front is gonna be super easy. I'm just gonna run it up behind the bumper. Passenger side, I already have the wire ran up and it is coming out right here. Same thing with the right side. I have the wire coming up and it comes out right there. The rear is where it gets a little tricky. I may have to run that through the car just so it doesn't drag on the ground. I'll see if I can zip tie it up on the bottom of the car. It'll make it a lot easier. But if I can't, we're gonna have to kind of tear apart the inside of the car and run it through. So here is what we're gonna do for the controller box. I'm gonna double side tape it on right to that HID ballast right there. That should look nice and clean, nothing crazy. All the wiring is gonna run back through here in between the wheel well and the motor. Hopefully it doesn't get too warm. All four of these are gonna connect to all the wires for the underglow. It doesn't matter which one goes to which because they're all controlled at the same exact time. Then these two wires right here are gonna go directly to the battery. Very simple to install. Let's get after it. Well, the whole install is finished up. I plugged the battery back in and all of the lights came on. So I know everything is working like it should. They are blue right now. Ugh, I don't like that right there. You can see the LED strip on the bumper. It's definitely not what I was going for on the bumper. Thankfully on the sides and the rear, you can't see anything. Oh yeah, sides are good. Rear is way up there, so there's no way you'll be able to see the rear strip. But as you can see, it's working like it should. Sick. So pretty much what we need to do, relocate the front. I got to figure out a better place, maybe higher up for that, and then kind of button up the car. Wait for it to get a little bit darker outside and we can pull it out, see how she looks. So I moved the front underglow to the very bottom of the bumper beam. So it's pretty sick. You can see the underglow through the grill and obviously on the ground itself. So that is pretty dope. I never showed you guys all the wiring, but here's how all that came out. All the controllers are right there. The wiring runs back through there. Looks super nice and clean. So that's how it is right when you plug them in, turn the car on. The last thing we have to do is just go onto the app, which is LED Hue, I believe. Yeah, it's right here, Underglow. Click on that, turn it off, turn it back on. All right, cool, everything works there. And to be completely honest, I'll probably run it just white 99% of the time. I think white is such a clean look for Underglow. You can do crazy other colors too. And I'll show you guys all this tonight when it's dark out. Can't really see it right now, but I guess you can kind of see some of the colors on the ground. It's like a multi-changing color. Pretty sick. Maybe like at a show or something, I'll turn that on. I'll turn the headlights on, do some crazy stuff. And I'll have the interior lights on as well. So it'll all be lit up. Still want to get something set up in the trunk. Maybe just like a white, bright light in the trunk just so you can see everything back here. I think that'd be pretty sick. But yeah, overall install went very, very simple. I'll have this Underglow kit linked down in the description box below if you guys want to go pick it up from Lit Lights. If you're an OG, you know my discount code for Lit Lights is Devin Niemela 15. I'll throw that on the screen. That is for all the accessories, and then for custom built headlights, the discount code is Devin Niemela or DVN75. I'll have both those on the screen and down below. All right, we're completely finished up with the install. Perfect timing because UPS just showed up. They should have the replacement airbag for this front passenger. Yeah, I'll come grab it. What I was saying, UPS just showed up. They should have the replacement airbag for this front passenger side.
That thing's neat.
Thank you, man.
What is it?
It's a FRS. It started out as FRS.
Okay.
Yeah.
With a whole bunch of aftermarket.
Oh yeah. Once again, huge shout out to Airlift and huge shout out to Bag Riders. I went through Bag Riders to pick up the air ride for this FRS, and I messaged them and let them know what was going on. They got in contact with Airlift for me, and Airlift sent over a replacement bag. Huge props to both of those companies. Let's go ahead, get this airbag swapped out. As you guys just saw, it's super easy to get a bag loose from the strut itself. All you have to do is twist it, but before I pull it all the way off, let's pull off this leader line. A lot of people have struggles or problems pulling these bags off, and it's always been easy for me. I've gone through a few. I'll show you guys what's going on with this bag here though in a second. But yeah, just unthreads from the strut down here, very easy to remove. This here's the bag we just pulled off. As you can see, hold up, it's looking a little weird. Right up in there, it's starting to separate. So yeah, that's why I kind of wanted to get that thing replaced. This car does see a lot of miles, or a decent amount of miles, and I didn't want to be stranded with a destroyed bag. So once again, huge shout out to Airlift and Bag Riders. One little minor detail we need to do is finish off this pinstriping on the front. We did have the whole splitter pinstriped with that yellow right there, but for some reason it's not sticking on the end pieces. I think I'm just gonna go ahead, wipe it down again with acetone, and then heat it up with a heat gun, and hopefully that should allow it to stick. Well, we're all finished up the bag install. It's all good to go, no leaks. The only problem I'm seeing with the underglow we just put on the car, it's so damn low on the sides, you really don't see much light coming through. It's not quite dark yet, but we do have a massive freaking fire somewhere near us. So it is pretty damn smoky. That always makes for a super sick backdrop, like a little bit of smoke when the sun is setting. So I think I'm gonna pull the car out right now, do a photo shoot. I'll bring you guys along there, and then later when it gets dark, we'll do like an actual video shoot of the car, and I'll kind of show you guys how it looks at night with the new underglow. It looks pretty sick. Front and back look really good. I really like how that turned out. It's just the sides are so damn low, and it's not a underglow problem. It's just my car is simply, it's too low, which is kind of weird to say, but that is the problem we're having. Let's go get this photo shoot out of the way and then wait for it to get dark. Well, dudes, it's about that time. Let's go pull the FRS out. It's getting pretty dark out, and see what kind of magic we can create tonight. This smoke should make for a pretty sick edit. Well guys, there it is. The front is good, the rear is good, the sides when it's completely aired out. Even right now at like 20 PSI, 30 PSI in the bags, you can't really see the underglow on the side. So I may have to move those out to the side skirt. The only problem is if I rip the skirt off, which will probably happen sometime in this car's life, the underglow is gonna go along with it. So that kind of sucks. I'll go ahead and do one more quick little walk around. I really like how the rear looks. And like I said, I'll probably keep it on full white all the time. Here it is on like the color changing. Looks pretty sick. I'll probably do that at like shows and whatnot. And then let's go change it over to full white, which I think looks super clean. All of it looks pretty sick, but full white is more my style. Quick full white, there we go. So sick. If you want to pick up this underglow kit from Lit Lights, I'll have a link down in the description box below. You know what, boys? It's super late, but before I end out this video, I know I already said I ended it earlier, but I want to move one side farther out onto the side skirt and just see how it looks, just so you guys know if you're freaking bagged and super low like this FRS is, if you'll actually be able to see it when you're aired out. It does look very nice when the car's aired up and like rolling around. This is how it looks. You can see it just fine when it's aired up. This is aired all the way up pretty much, but aired out. As you guys saw, you can't really see it. So real quick, let's swap one out, move it out. It'll probably be 3 or 4 inches out, air the car out, turn the lights off in the shop, and see what happens. All right, lights off, car is aired out. This side over here that you're seeing right there is before. So you can see a little bit of light, nothing crazy. Coming around the front right now. And then this is the other side. The side we just relocated about 3 to 4 inches out. Directly mounted on the side skirt, a million times better, as you guys can see. So if you're low, mount it right on the skirt. All right, boys, that is it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed. Peace out. I'll see you guys tomorrow.